Energy this year, and top city staff want to send out about $50 million right back to you. How the plan would work coming up.
Another batch of students piled into classrooms today, kicking off the fall semester. Jonathan Cotto was there for the first day. Jitters at one local school district. We have that story this noon.
Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
We begin with a man accused of axing a woman to death in 2020, all because he felt disrespected. He's back in court today in San Antonio.
And the jury got a look at the alleged murder weapons, including the axe and a machete. Rafael Castillo is accused of hitting Nicole Perry over the head with an axe and cutting off her hands. Her body was later found off of South WW White Road. Yesterday, evidence was shown to the jury of items that were found in a trash bag near Perry's body. Those items included duct tape and a pair of shoes with Nicole's name on them. Castillo, who is out on bond, is facing up to life in prison if found guilty. Our court reporter Erica Hernandez will have the latest on today's testimony later on this afternoon.
This noon, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office is still asking for your help as they try to find this woman. She is 38-year-old Sharon Lynn Oglesby. She was reported missing on Sunday. Deputies say she could be in the Comal County area around Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, or in Travis County. If you have any information, call BCSO at 210-335-6000, or you can email missingpersons@bear.org.
Police have shell casings from two different guns, but no suspect. This after someone shot another person in the jaw on the west side around 3 this morning. It happened on South Bernardo Avenue, not far from South General McMullen. Officers say the victim was taken to the hospital and is okay. So far, police have not arrested anyone in this case.
92 degrees outside at noon today. Doesn't bode well. Well, maybe if you want a record to get a little closer. This would be what, the eve of the all-time record for hottest year?
We're 2 days away from doing that, but we could get close. I'm hoping we stay below 100 today because we're going to get a little more cloud cover and potentially some rain just like yesterday. Let's get right to the radar, and I'll show you where the rain is at this hour. We see that just west of Kerrville that we're starting to pick up a storm there. We'll zoom in a little bit closer for you. And you can see that we are getting some lightning strikes with this as it gets a little bit closer to Highway 39 there as you go south and west of Hunt. That storm is moving south at this hour. And as we zoom out some more showers, light showers between Kerrville and Comfort. And I do think we'll continue to see some additional development this afternoon. And again, hopefully that keeps temperatures down below that 100-degree mark. Looking at the satellite picture, you can see some of those clouds building. There's some activity north of Fredericksburg, too, we'll keep an eye on. As that dives south, that likely will be some of the showers and storms that make their way down towards San Antonio a little bit later today. So your KSAT 12-hour forecast, a 40% chance of rain this afternoon. We're forecasting temperatures to make it into the mid-90s, but hopefully the cloud cover and the rain puts a stop to the rise in temperatures by, say, 3, 4 o'clock. 92, 7 p.m., 90 by 8 p.m. And then by tonight, rain chances will start to diminish with the loss of daytime heating. We're going to have much more on this forecast, and I'll let you know about rain chances tomorrow and Saturday, too, coming up in just a bit, guys.
Thank you, Justin. A company wants to dump treated wastewater into a creek, which leads into the Guadalupe River. So tonight, people in Spring Branch are going to get a chance to speak up and ask some questions about this controversial idea during a meeting. The Lennar Homes is building the development in Spring Branch. The company is seeking approval for a permit, allowing it to dump apparently 260,000 gallons of treated domestic wastewater daily into Cypress Creek. Some people in the area have already voiced concern about that proposal. The public meeting is tonight. It's at 7 o'clock at the Smithson Valley Middle School cafeteria. More information can be found on KSAT.com.
Some folks in our area are going to need to boil their water. In Lacoste, just west of San Antonio, a boil order notice has been issued. This comes after a planned citywide water outage. City officials say crews had to fix mainline leaks caused by recent drought conditions. If you live in the area, you're urged to boil your water before using it to wash your hands and face, brush your teeth, and before you drink it or cook with it.
And a do not drink the water advisory has been issued for the community of Derby in Frio County. According to a Facebook post, people who rely on the Derby water system need to avoid drinking the water from the tap until further notice. The Facebook post, though, didn't indicate why the advisory was issued, but As we said, numerous water systems in the San Antonio area have been affected by the ongoing drought.
Putting money back in your pocket. That's what some city officials want to do, since San Antonio is getting more money from CPS Energy than it had expected, and City Council will discuss the idea during a meeting today. Instead of taxes, the city gets a portion of the utilities revenues, and soaring temperatures and bills means the city is expecting to take in $75 million more than it anticipated. City staff suggesting $45 million of the extra money be divvied up among customers as a credit on their October bills. The rebate would be based on customers' energy usage in July, but the city expects the average residential customer would get about $31 back. Another $5 million would go into the utilities assistance program for low-income customers.
More school districts opening their doors today to welcome students back, and that includes Southside ISD. The district is growing, and with more students comes more security. Southside schools have a security guard at a guard shack at every campus, along with other security measures, and they took the summer to make sure that everything was set.
So we conducted a partial summer audit of all of our campuses to make sure that all of our exterior doors and interior doors are can lock. And looking at the measures that each campus has in place, the intercom system working, the security guard doing the rotations, our cameras functional.
And when it comes to academics, Southside ISD says they are set to be ranked among San Antonio's top performing school districts when the TEA releases its grades on October 15th. That's a big accomplishment, since at one point it was one of the lowest performing districts in the community.
Also returning to class, Schertz, Cibolo, and Universal City ISD students. The day brought an array of emotions for parents and students and teachers. Jonathan Cotto was at an elementary school in Schertz this morning and spoke with parents about how they're managing as children return to class.
It's the first day of school, which means summer is over, and it's a bright and early start for students who form part of the SCUC Independent School District. Though an exciting day for so many families, there are some concerns.
Well, I think there's always fears, right? Especially what's been going on in our world recently. But we have to put our faith in simple school, that the staff has learned in past experiences, and that they are putting all the efforts and training in themselves to go ahead and take action. And if anyone decides to come in and attempt to harm our students.
Seeing a heavy police presence at the school over the summertime, so that gives me a little bit more reassurance on what's going to be happening and what's going to be going down. So that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable.
But it's not all stress. At least for these kiddos, they are more than ready for school to begin.
He's more excited than me, so I mean that makes it all the worthwhile.
To be able to watch her to grow and be excited to go from kindergarten now in first grade, she sees it as a great step in her life, especially in school. She enjoys it, so she's definitely excited for today.
And while it may be hard for some parents to leave their kids at school, some for the very first time, these students are most looking forward to meeting their new teachers, making new friends, and of course,
arts and crafts.
A lot of fears, a lot of concerns, but also a lot of excitement. Parents and students tell me they are looking forward to a promising and fun-filled new school year. Reporting from Schertz, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Southwest Independent School District showing off its new aquatic center this new school year. The 35,000 square foot facility includes locker rooms, a strength weight room, and a multi-purpose classroom to develop swimming, diving, and water polo athletes. In addition to the hosting of athletic competitions, this new space is going to offer swimming lessons for community members. Students of the district say they are excited to have a place to swim of their own.
It motivates us to represent Southwest proudly and pushes us to be the best, I guess, in a way.
This swimming facility cost $24 million to build, and $4 million of that came from the city.
And just in time for the new school year, some local kids got to show up into class with some new shoes. More than 20 homeless children staying at the Salvation Army's emergency family shelter got a new pair of shoes today. AJ Shoes on the city's south side provided the footwear. Children were going to be able to get into the store and then pick out their pair.
I've been watching them from afar as they've been picking out shoes and trying them on. I can hear some of the kids dancing and singing, and they're very excited about this opportunity.
The shoe store says it offered to provide the shoes so children staying at the shelter will have a new pair just in time for the start of school this fall. Hey, the Silver Boot Series between the Rangers and Astros continued last night. Larry Mares with some highlights coming up in sports.
Engineers right here in San Antonio are working on an innovative project. It could help more people get around town more easily. Tiffany Wirtz is going to give us a look after the break. In this week's Tech SA, a team of engineers at Southwest Research Institute are hoping their latest invention can help solve some of San Antonio's infrastructure and mobility challenges.
The engineers have designed a self-driving shuttle equipped with sensors, cameras, and unique software. Tiffany Huertas went aboard the shuttle and learned how it all works.
Everything that we've developed, we're trying to integrate in the shuttle to kind of showcase.
Engineers at Southwest Research Institute have been working on this self-driving shuttle for over a year, incorporating technology the Institute has developed over many years.
We'll have LiDARs, which are spinning lasers, and we have cameras, which are just taking images of pedestrians, cars, and other obstacles along our path.
Research engineer Alex Youngs says the shuttle is programmed to drive unique routes around the Institute.
The bottom part of the screen, we have the Ranger matches. We're taking pictures of the asphalt and comparing them to a database of images. So that's how we're staying on track.
The shuttle collects data every time it is on the road.
That data will show us where we can make improvements, what's already working well.
The program is designed to see different objects, including bicycles and pedestrians. Engineers believe this shuttle could help the community in different ways.
These types of mobility services can help the disabled, the elderly, and any underserved communities.
Alex says we are going to continue to see more of this technology in vehicles and is excited to be part of this project.
I like being a part of kind of such a changing and growing industry.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, that's a fancy looking machine, but if the air conditioner's good, then it doesn't matter what else you got in there.
Yeah, that's innovation enough. So I'm thinking we might hit 100 again today if we don't get any rain.
It's possible. We're hoping, though, that it gets these high temperatures that we're seeing right now get offset by some clouds and some rain. We're watching what's going on to our north. Some of those showers and storms will filter down towards San Antonio a little bit later today. The aquifer is down yet again, down 0.2 foot, 630.5 in your pollen count. Molds jumped up 1,950. They're in the high category for the first time in a long time, likely because of the rain. We may see these numbers go up a little bit more. We take a look at the radar when we come back.
Found out two things yesterday.
What?
Windshield wipers on my truck work, and Justin knows how to operate that radar thing.
We were a little worried yesterday that the radar hadn't been used really significantly in so long that, is it still working?
We were out of practice.
Yep.
It still works. We're still good to go, and we're going to use it here in a second. So that's exciting. I first want to show you the drought monitor, though. This came in today, and basically it's bad news. It shows that most of the entire viewing area is underneath exceptional drought. That's as bad as it gets. We pretty much know where we stand here, right? We got to chip away at this little by little. The rain over the next couple days will help. It's certainly not going to put a big dent in this. Hopefully we can get some more soaking rains down the line to help push this back a little bit. But in the meantime, the drought is very much still in place. And as we look at the satellite picture here, we've got some clouds starting to bubble up. So you can see up here across the hill country, the clouds starting to produce some showers and storms. We're seeing those pop up, and this is what we're watching. This energy will sink south and hopefully give us some rain here over the afternoon hours. Let's look a little closer with the radar because we are detecting some lightning strikes here in Kerr County. So these are the kind of storms that'll put down some pretty good rain. It's just that they're small and they don't last that long, but there's likely some heavy rain embedded in there as this heads south towards Los Maples. And you can see that it does have some lightning strikes involved there. And we can put a track on this and let you know where it is headed here over the next, say, 20 minutes or so. Los Maples, about 12:39 is when that will be working through. There's another little shower just to the west of Lakey, and you'll notice some showers trying to develop up around Hunt as well. So good to see that there's activity on the radar here, and you'll see more of these spotty showers here over the next couple of hours, hopefully making it a little bit closer to San Antonio. Nothing right now. We go outside for you. Time lapse shows we had a few clouds this morning, and now we're left with a few clouds this afternoon. Some of those trying to get vertical and again produce some rain. Those are just some cumulus clouds, but hopefully those clouds in the distance we showed you will work in our direction. 92 right now, calm winds. 89 Kerrville, 94 in Hondo, 94 Pleasanton, 92 in Gonzales. So things are heating up. And look across Bexar County, mostly low 90s here with some upper 80s around Randolph. We showed you the satellite picture there and the dew points. Well, we've got dew points up in the upper 60s, close to 70s. So the air is pretty thick, and with temperatures in the low 90s, it feels like it's 95 here in town. Feels like 100 in Helotes, feels like 100 in Hondo. So the heat indices are going to be up above 100 today. At least in a few spots. High pressure to our north, as we've been showing you the last couple of days, and here is our disturbance. We've got some moving through, some pieces of energy moving through right now, and then we've got an area of low pressure that's developing on the Gulf of Mexico. This slowly works across next couple of days, and it throws some good moisture in our direction, so that's why I think we continue to have chances tomorrow and Saturday as well. So let's walk you through the forecast here very quickly. By this afternoon, about a 40% chance of rain. It's hit or miss type stuff. But if you do get underneath one of these storms, it could produce some pretty decent rain. By tonight, most everything dies down with the loss of daytime heating, and then tomorrow we do it all again. Scattered showers and storms, about a 40% chance on your Friday, and that is the case going into Saturday too. 96 at 3 o'clock, 40% chance of rain. We keep that 40% chance through about 9, 10 o'clock, and then temperatures fall into the 80s this evening with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, 97. 95 on Saturday. You see the rain chances there. Small chance again on Sunday, too, as this thing kind of lingers around. And then finally, next week, well, this isn't a good thing, but it moves out and we see temperatures crank back up to near 100 by Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's back. All right. Thank you.
A little rain yesterday because Larry washed his car.
Yeah.
It was a very important move on your part.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate it.
I try my best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, so
oh, okay.
That's all.
All right, that's it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Look at David kind of telling me, get out of the way, dude. Just come on, let's go. Sports. All right, Cowboys, Dorrance Armstrong. He's talking about the fact that the team wants to force more fumbles this year. And out in Houston, Lovie Smith is talking about the Texans' game plan when it comes to their preseason opener Saturday coming up.
Camping with KSAT, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Dorrance Armstrong and the Dallas Cowboys are now in Denver to hold a joint practice with the Broncos today. Armstrong is about to start his 5th season with the boys after he was drafted in the 4th round in 2018. He's coming off his best season yet wearing the star. He started 5 of the 13 games he played in last year, and he had 5 sacks, 12 quarterback hits, and 37 combined tackles. But one stat that he needs to improve on is forced fumbles. He has 2 in his career, with none last season. That is a point of emphasis this year by defensive coordinator Dan Quinn.
It's just the attention to detail and knowing the right position and when to take the shot on the ball. That's something that you got to actually be able to key in when you get in front of the ball and find the loose spots to punch it out. So that's just something that we all want in goals, because we didn't see like we saw Law do it a lot of times. And when you go back and watch the highlights and replays, it's impressive to just be able to take the ball off somebody like that. So that's something that I want to be able to put in my game personally, and I think everybody else wants it too.
After a joint practice today, the Cowboys and Broncos will square off in preseason action Saturday night at 8. Now, the Houston Texans are getting ready to host the New Orleans Saints in preseason play Saturday night. And unlike the Cowboys, Broncos, and other NFL teams, the Texans will not hold a joint practice. Head coach Lovie Smith said he doesn't believe in it, and he's never liked it. As for facing the Saints, Lovie said some guys aren't going to play, some guys yes, and none of his guys will play the entire game, not the first one. Now, this contest will mark the first time Lovie and his coaching staff will get to evaluate some of his younger players.
Since we don't scrimmage anyone, some teams scrimmage people. Some of the players that we don't really know about, that's how I see us using these preseason games, to get good live work, especially on some of the guys that we don't know. I know what Larry Tunsil can do. I know what Brandon Cooks can do. You know, Kristen Kirksey, and I could keep going on. Those guys won't play a lot. But those guys in those next slots, That's who we want to see play.
Houston will host New Orleans Saturday night at 7 at NRG Stadium. Tampa Bay and Miami held a joint practice yesterday, the first of two before the team's preseason opener Saturday night at Raymond James Stadium. The timing of their joint practice comes 1 week after the NFL disciplined Miami for impermissible contact with Tom Brady in 2019 and 2021 and failed efforts to persuade him to join the Dolphins as a limited partner, football executive, and possibly as a player. Now, Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa told reporters last week that he believes the Fins are all in on him. Rangers at the Astros, Silver Boot baseball, bottom of the fourth. Astros down 1 when Kyle Tucker ties the ball game up at 2 with a solo home run to right field, his 20th this season. Now, this game will go to extras where the Rangers would take control with a 5 spot in the top of the 10th. Leody Taveras with the big blow here, a bases clearing double, part of his 5 RBI night. Rangers went 8-4 in 10. The rubber match is this afternoon at 1:10. And in Texas League, the Rough Riders shut out the Missions 3-0. Fernando Tatis Jr. went 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch in his 4th rehab game with the Missions.
That's really breaking him in.
That is, isn't it?
Well
Interesting that Lovie Smith does not like to have scrimmages.
Yeah. Doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Just wants to play.
Yeah.
Another industry hit by staffing shortages. How the issue is affecting cruise lines and passengers in the next half hour.
And people are picking up the pieces after a home exploded in the middle of an Indiana neighborhood. Got the impact of that explosion coming up.
New today at 5, we are tackling your cell phone bill. The average bill is $100 a month. And if you have a bunch of lines, you know the pain we're talking about. Nobody wants to be wasting money these days, so get out your last couple of phone bills and follow along as 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz walks us through 5 things you can do to lower your bill, maybe even cut it in half. It's today after Entertainment Tonight. I know a lot of people last night woke up in the middle of the night thinking there was a thunderstorm underway, but it was those military helicopters that were flying over the neighborhoods. I was one of them. I ran outside in my bathrobe thinking, it's raining.
Happening.
It's not.
Well, there was some rain yesterday, but I think that probably caused more of a commotion than the rain did. We had some showers and storms around San Antonio. I didn't pick up any rain where I was. Some folks did. It depended on where you were. Northeast side of San Antonio got some. David's raising his hand. He got some. One of the lucky ones. Let's look at the radar now and show you where the rain is at this hour. We're watching the hill country because we do see some thunderstorms developing there. You see those lines, the yellow and white lines represent lightning strikes there, north and west, or north and east of Lakey, I should say, and south and east, or south and west of Kerrville. And you can see that activity is progressing south at this point. We also see some activity south of Rock Springs, and then some showers and storms trying to build around Gillespie County. So we'll see this activity, this energy move south, and I think you'll see the radar fill in a little bit more as we get into the afternoon. It'll still be hit or miss type stuff, but there is a chance for some storms today. And as we look at the satellite picture, we add in the cloud cover because we're watching where you see some of these bright white clouds popping up. That's where you can see some of these clouds develop into thunderstorms. So there north and east of Fredericksburg, we see some of the clouds starting to develop. And we may see a few more of these storms develop north of San Antonio and again, hopefully push south. So rain chances today, I'd say about 30% at 1 o'clock, but we bring it up to 40% by 3, 5, 7 p.m. That's kind of the range we're watching. And then by this evening with the loss of daytime heating, this activity will die down with more opportunities tomorrow and Saturday. We'll look at that forecast here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. Now to a house explosion in Indiana that left a neighborhood full of debris. It also killed at least 3 people.
As ABC's Rena Roy explains, the blast damaged nearly 40 homes, 11 of those destroyed.
Investigators are sifting through these mountains of debris as they try to piece together what caused this deadly explosion in Indiana, captured by surveillance cameras.
No cause is determined at this time. Investigation is ongoing, and at this point it's going to be a very tedious process.
A path of destruction left behind in this Evansville neighborhood. Authorities say more than 36 homes were damaged, at least 11 destroyed, now determined to be unlivable.
We have not yet completed a thorough search of every building to the due to the instability of the structures.
Many shaken by the loud blast.
It felt like an earthquake. We just hear a crazy boom and our whole house shakes. And so we immediately ran outside.
Materials from houses, people were laying on the ground.
Rescuers rushing to help.
There was a female already rendering aid to one person on the ground.
Red Cross has opened a nearby elementary school to anyone who's displaced.
The ATF and State Fire Marshal's Office has joined the investigation as the community waits for answers. For now, authorities turning off gas and electricity. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Former President Donald Trump sat down in the New York Attorney General's office for a sworn deposition, and he only answered one question: what is your name? That's because he invoked his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination for every other question. That deposition went on for several hours. It was videotaped, and it's part of a civil case accusing the Trump family business of misrepresenting the values of its properties to get more favorable loans and to pay less in taxes. Trump and his company have long denied the wrongdoing. Previously, the former president has railed against people who take the Fifth. In a statement, he said he had no choice, though, but to take the Fifth, especially after the FBI raid on his Florida residence on Monday.
The national average for a gallon of regular unleaded, below $4 for the first time in months. Here in Bexar County, it's about $3.42. AAA says the national average is at $3.99 today. The price dropped $5 in June. I'm sorry, the price topped $5. No, it did not drop $5. AAA says demand for gas has been decreasing because people don't want to pay those high prices.
Some cruise lines are leaving passengers out to sea when it comes to their vacation plans. They are canceling people's trips due to staffing shortages. How they're trying to make it up to customers still ahead.
SAFC back on the pitch, and they continue to look pretty strong. Larry Ramirez has got highlights for us coming up in sports.
You think you're doing a good thing, but homemade baby food may contain as many toxic metals as store-bought options. However, the types of produce you buy could make a big difference. What a new study is saying after the break.
Making baby food at home with store-bought produce may not significantly reduce the amount of toxic heavy metals in the food your child eats. That is according to a new report by Health Babies Bright Futures, an alliance of nonprofit scientists and donors. The study showed 94% of manufactured baby foods, family foods, and homemade purees made from purchased raw foods contain detectable amounts of one or more heavy metals. The report found the most heavily contaminated foods eaten by babies were all rice-based. Bananas, one of the least contaminated foods tested. You can get more information at healthbabyfood.org.
Now to trouble on the high seas. One cruise line is canceling nearly a dozen trips because it's got staffing shortages. ABC's Gio Benitez has more.
Yet another industry hit by staffing shortages. One major cruise line now revealing it's canceled at least 11 voyages because it just doesn't have enough employees. Princess Cruises canceling the sailings on one ship, the Diamond Princess, from September 1st through mid-November. The cruise line saying this will provide us with the additional time needed to overcome our labor challenges.
They felt they could not offer 100% of the level of experience that they wanted to provide. By November, they feel that they'll be in a good place to be able to offer a 100% experience because they don't want anyone to experience any deficiencies on any of their ships.
Maggie Matta is a repeat Princess customer and was scheduled to sail on the Diamond Princess in about a month with her family. But now her trip has been canceled.
I was shocked. I'm like, how can they do that? You know, I've paid for it. I've booked my flights. I even bought my excursions the day before. I bought all the excursions.
And Anita Sweeney Tucker's cruise in November was canceled too. She says this is her third cancellation.
It's just kind of a disappointment. Each time the excitement builds, okay, we're going to go on another cruise. And then no, we're not.
Princess Cruises telling ABC News it will offer the passengers a cash refund. It's no secret the travel industry is getting hit hard by staffing shortages this summer heading into the fall. We've seen those airport nightmares, even this past weekend. Airline passengers stranded after last-minute cancellations. The airlines blamed weather, though staffing is clearly an issue too. And that's why...
That was Gio Benitez reporting.
Hey, by the way, it's puree. I never really did that with my kids. I just smashed it up and said, "Here."
Eat. I know.
I didn't like puree.
You smashed the word. You pureed the word puree.
I did.
We knew what you meant there.
Is that a thunderhead off in the distance?
Not yet. Just some building clouds, but we're going to watch those clouds carefully as we could see some thunderstorms later today. I want to show you TransGuide real quick. We do have an accident on I-35 in Evans. This is the camera at Church Parkway looking back towards Evans, but this is northbound I-35, and boy, this is really backing up traffic. Almost 3 miles back to 1604 and I-35. It's backed up quite a ways, very slow going on both sides. Looks like we have some rubberneckers on the south side too, southbound lanes as well. So be careful if you're heading that direction. We're talking rainfall and rain chances coming up.
I love it when we don't know what's going to happen.
That's true.
As opposed to knowing it's not going to rain and it's 100 and something degrees every day.
So you got the chance of rain, but you don't know if you're going to get that rain.
Yeah,
right?
It's like the crap table.
It's
throw out the
kind of like
dice.
playing the lottery, right? Your chances are at about 40%. So let's hope that you're on that side of things. And you do get some rain where you are. 92 degrees right now. The feels like number is 95, so it is toasty out there right now. And we're going to see heat indices get up close to 100, so just heads up there as we look outside. But we're starting to see more clouds, and that is encouraging. There is the satellite picture, and you can see the clouds really starting to kind of blossom here across the hill country. And this is the area with regards to San Antonio I want to watch. We got to get some development here. That energy is pushing south. And we're already getting some pretty good development now off to the north and west of San Antonio in the hill country, Rock Springs to Kerrville over to Lakey, seeing some pretty good storms. So let's look at the radar now and get up to date on where those showers and storms are and where they're headed. Starting to see new development here in parts of Medina County. You see one little cell there in the northwestern part of the county. And that's kind of sitting still. These storms aren't going to move terribly fast. So if you do get underneath one of these storms, you could pick up some pretty decent rain. This cell is kind of grown in size. Looks like it's merging with another one. And this is very slowly working its way towards Los Maples. In fact, it is on your doorstep and probably should be there within the next 10 minutes or so. You're going to get some lightning strikes with this. Also seeing another cell just to the west of Lakey, not moving very much. That's going to drop some decent rain. Another one right by Vanderpool. And then as you get up into Edwards County, seeing a little bit more development. Now for San Antonio, again, not much yet. In fact, we're not seeing anything at all, but we're going to watch if there's any development in this area here over the next hour that could work its way down into town. We'll keep you posted. Temperatures, 94 Gonzales, 91 New Braunfels, 92 in Kerrville, 94 in Hondo. So it is plenty warm and plenty humid. Dew points are in the 70s, so that makes it feel all that much warmer out there. 95 right now in Castroville, 90 out towards Los Maples with that rain on your doorstep. And that feels like number already up to 100 in Helotes and Hondo. 97 is what it feels like in New Braunfels. Feels like 94 in Seguin, 100 the heat index in Gonzales. Forecast temperatures today will be highly dependent on the rain. If you get rain, you're not going to make it up to 100. It stays a little cooler. If you don't get the rain, temperatures are going to probably make it into the upper 90s at least. So it's, again, highly dependent on whether or not and where those showers develop. Current setup, our ridge high pressure is still to our north. We've got a little system here trying to take shape in the Gulf of Mexico, some impulses moving through South Texas with some good moisture too. So all these things combined is why we have some chances for rain, not only today, but tomorrow and Saturday as well, maybe even lingering over into Sunday. So here's what the forecast looks like today. 40% chance of rain, hit or miss downpours with some lightning strikes, some gusty winds, but nothing severe. Those mostly die down tonight. And then tomorrow, another round of scattered showers and storms. And we'll see that through or peaking in the late afternoon hours. The KSAT 12-hour forecast for today, 94 by 2 p.m., 40% chance of rain, 96 by 3 p.m., 40% chance of rain. And then we'll keep that going through about 8 o'clock before the rain chances drop off a little bit as we go into this evening. Extended forecast, 40% chance of rain continues Friday and Saturday. Temperatures mid to upper 90s. Another small chance Sunday, and then we're back to our more, well, it's atypical. It's pretty much what we're used to around here, triple digits Tuesday and Wednesday, guys.
Our ho-hum weather, ho-hum hot weather.
Yeah.
You know you've been in camp when you start to see the extracurriculars a little more often.
Yeah, a little chippy at Cowboys camp earlier this week, and things might get chippy today when they have their joint practice against the Denver Broncos. You just don't know, but coming up, DeMarcus Lawrence loves the fact that his D linemen were a little aggressive the other day in practice, and the Brennan Bears cannot wait to play in the KSAT Pigskin Classic. Coming up. The Brennan Bears are excited to be a part of the KSAT Pigskin Classic when we feature 3 high school games in the Alamo Dome on August the 27th. The Bears will play in our primetime contest when they face the Steel Knights in the final game of the triple-header with kick set for 7:30 p.m. The Bears are coming off a great season in which they finished 13-1 and ran the table through the regular season. And according to Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine, they are ranked 12th in the state in their top 50 teams of Class 6A. And now it's about kicking off their season with a tough opponent in a playoff environment.
A lot of us are excited to play, coming up with 2 big games in first 2 games of the season. It's really exciting. It's going to be a challenge, and so, I know we're all excited.
Very different experience for us. We haven't been in the Dome, and it's just a very different experience for the entire team. I don't think anyone here has been to the Dome yet.
Anytime you're playing a great opponent like Steel, you get excited. Then you're in the Dome, that's exciting, and then you're in the first ever Pigskin Classic, so that's like 3 checks for excitement.
The KSAT Pigskin Classic kicks off with our pregame show at 11 a.m. on August the 27th and runs all day until the night beat.
Camping with KSAT, powered by Davis Law Firm.
Things got chippy at Cowboys training camp Tuesday in Oxnard, California. The big dudes in the trenches, offense and defense, pushed and shoved, providing some light fisticuffs. Nothing major, though. Now, DeMarcus Lawrence loves to see that aggression from his fellow D linemen.
I don't think it's necessarily ready to play against anybody else. I think it's trying to create our standard of being a great defense. We got dogs over there, and, we're going to compete each and every chance we get. So being able to, let the sparks fly, it was good for us, but being able to control them will be better for us.
The boys are currently in Denver holding a joint practice with the Broncos today before playing them Saturday night at 8. San Antonio FC picked up a home win against Loudoun United FC last night behind Samuel Adeniran and his brace. SAFC struck early with Sam scoring in the 10th minute for a quick 1-0 lead. You can give that assist to Justin Dillon on Sam's 6th goal this season. Now, shortly after halftime, Adeniran scored again on an assist from Nicky Hernandez to retake the lead at 2-1. That was a beauty, wasn't it, for his team best 7th goal in just 11 matches. And SAFC takes it 2-1, tying a club record for wins in a season at 17.
Not really satisfied. I think, like you said, I should have got a couple more. So, I'm happy to help the team. Happy that we got the W. That's the most important thing. But there's always room for improvement, always room to get better. So I'm focused on for the next game.
Run into the box.
SAFC is at home again on Saturday, hosting Las Vegas Lights FC at 8 p.m.
You just do some previews of some of those teams in the KSAT Pigskin Classic.
Yep.
Gets everybody all excited.
I know.
Pumped up.
Heck yeah, they're all excited. Some of these kids have never played in the Dome, so that's really cool.
And we're just 2.5 weeks away?
Yeah, about that.
2 weeks from Saturday, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Getting close.
Getting close. Jen and Mike are going to be part of the KSAT Pigskin Classic as well.
That's right. I'm excited.
Oh, yes, we are. That's going to be here before we know it. But first of all, there's jam-packed full of football. Our show is jam-packed today.
That's right. We have San Antonio native Austin Mahone, musician, songwriter here.
Welcome.
And you have a big event happening for back to school, right?
Yes, at the KIPP Academy today, we're giving back to the kids, and we have a bunch of supplies to give to them to have them feeling prepared for their school year. And I actually just left Walmart, so we got the trunk filled up. So.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff. And something going on in Las Palapas too, right?
Speaking of back to school, there's some big giveaways from Las Palapas for teachers, parents, lots of food. Hey, who doesn't love good Mexican food? I know I do.
All right, if you have a kid going away to college, maybe need a little care package. And Allison Craig is here. What do you got?
San Antonio in a box, sending San Antonio anywhere in the world.
All right, a little bit of love sent to your college student. And speaking of love, oh my goodness.
Come on in here with that chicken. Woo! Yes, this is known as the best fried chicken. What'd you say?
Chef Butch, what makes it so special?
Secret ingredient, sir.
We'll have to get into that a little bit later. I cannot.
You're not going to tell us?
Not yet.
Oh, gosh.
Not yet.
Okay, we'll try.
All right. Well, if you need
So
some,
wash it down.
Yeah, if you need something to wash that down, Lindsay Horton with Coastal Bend Distilling is here. And what makes all these libations so good?
Our spirits are distilled 8 times, which is going to help you with less of a hangover, and you're going to enjoy your cocktails more. Can I?
Less of a hangover?
All right, I'm taking it, Ted. Sorry.
And it matches your outfit too.
Coordinating.
So we've got we've got fried chicken, we've got stars on the show, we've got booze, care packages, everything else. Is that enough?
I would be honored to try.
Cheers. That and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live.
These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. More Americans are dropping their mask, according to new data from the Edinburgh Public Policy Center. 54% of people surveyed say they rarely or never wear a mask indoors. That's more than double January's numbers. Disney Plus has added 14 million subscribers to their third quarter, almost double Wall Street expectations. Still, the streaming service has yet to turn a profit. The iconic company is now raising the price of the commercial-free Disney Plus to $10.99 beginning in December. Ad-supported versions will still be $7.99. And Coke is releasing a new flavor called Dream World, and it is apparently adding a dash of vibrant flavors to the regular taste. The launch follows other limited Coke releases, Starlight and Bite, aimed at attracting younger consumers with QR codes for online games and music. We can expect to see it on store shelves next week. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Shannon Lanier in New York.
Okay, let's get one last check of the radar. We're still seeing some nice clusters of showers and storms out across the hill country. Rock Springs to Lakey over to Last Maples is where we're getting some good rain at the moment. Nothing here around San Antonio. We are watching for some activity, though, developing to our north. There is still a chance for some showers, scattered showers and storms throughout the afternoon. About a 40% chance. Temperatures still in the upper 90s today and tomorrow with that chance of rain. Another chance Saturday before we start to taper off those rain chances late in the weekend, and we get some more heat next week.
Bring on the rain. Thank you, Justin.
I always like the chef or the cook when you ask, what makes your food so good? And he goes, not going to tell you.
Well,
wouldn't be that good.
Well,
I like that.
I just want to give away his secrets.
No, of course not. There's no secrets on SA Live, though. It starts right
now.
And speaking of that, yep, today on SA Live, we're going to try the best fried chicken in America. That's right. And it is right here, not only in San Antonio, but in our studio and about 4 feet away from me right now.
Yum. Plus, simple dinner recipes that won't break the bank this school year.
Plus, whether your kids are off grade school or college, you can get them personalized gift boxes and care packages filled with local products and lots of love.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Ooh. Just in case you didn't see the chicken the first time around.
Hello, happy Thursday. Yes, we will be eating that in a little bit.
My mouth is watering as we speak. Good afternoon, everyone. And it's going to be even better when we taste that.
Yeah.
I'm Mike Osterage.
I'm Jen Tobias-Strusky. All right, we've been talking about going back to school all week. Many kids started yesterday. Many more are having their first day back in the weeks to come. But does your kid have everything they need for back to school? I think mine do. I can't remember.
Well, if you need some, this gentleman with us right now, singer-songwriter Austin Mahome, joins us to talk about his back-to-school drive and getting together a whole bunch of stuff back in your hometown. Welcome, sir. Good to see you.
It's great to be here.
Home is where the heart is, right?
That's right. I feel a whole lot better being back home.
Oh, good.
Honestly.
We got to get you some food, right?
Yeah.
Well, you already had a sip of the cocktail.
No, I have mac and cheese over there.
He's got mac and cheese and he's eyeing the booze over there. So, all right, why did you want to do a back-to-school drive like this?
Well, it is that time of the year, and I just feel like when giving back, anything helps. Whether it's a few backpacks, some folders, or pencils or whatever. So I just came back from Walmart where we got 3 shopping carts. We literally just emptied all the shelves into there, all the backpacks we can fit. The Elmer's scented glue, notebooks, all of that. So anything that they might need, it's there. We got it in the trunk,
Wow, and it's free haircuts too, right?
Free haircuts, yep. So, gonna have them looking right and feeling right, going back to school.
When you were a kid and it was back to school, what was the best thing? You know, was it like the pencils that were just sharpened, the fresh crayons, or what? So.
Yeah, probably the fresh folders, because, you know, at the end of the year, they get all ripped up and like busted.
That's
and
true.
It's always a great feeling having that fresh folder,
Yes.
that brand new notebook that has nothing in there, that blank canvas, you know. So.
You'd write that girl's name on the inside that you kind of had a crush on and everything.
Yeah, there's a list. No, but like, you know, the coloring pencils and the coloring books and the markers and all that stuff is important to me too. I got them some puzzles to, you know, not only, you know, be locked in on the work, but to also have some fun and get their brains going as well.
And where's this going to be?
At KIPP Academy.
Okay, when's it start?
At 4 p.m. and it's 4 to 7.
Okay.
4 to 7.
So there's gonna be a lot of people there. So if y'all are coming, try to get there early because the line's gonna be far out the door for sure.
And they can get some pictures with you too,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
all of that.
Yes,
It's gonna be a
awesome.
great
So
time.
what other projects are you working on? It's been a while, right, since he's been on our show.
About
It has been
8 years, I think.
That's too long.
That is too long.
Do you guys have a clip from the first time I was on?
I think we do, as a matter of fact. Roll this, and you were talking with Fiona.
I don't remember that at all, I gotta be honest.
And I guess at the time you tried some cookies, and they were Oreo Mega stuff or something like that. And they don't have those anymore, but we found some golden double stuff cookies.
Okay.
Just in case you want to
bring it back.
These are actually my favorite, so thank you.
Okay. There she is giving you those cookies. Oh, you're grabbing for them there.
Was she teasing you? Wait.
She was teasing me with the cookies. That's crazy.
Now we're just watching. Oh,
Right.
she took one first. Okay. Yes. So are those your favorite then?
Yes, they are. I'll definitely be stuffing myself in the car with these. So thank you for
Okay,
that.
the question is, do you twist them open or just eat them and get all the stuff
Both
out?
ways.
Both
you know?
ways?
Yeah. Once you eat so many of them, you get kind of bored, so you gotta like switch it up, you know? And we stack 4 of them on top of each other.
Dip them in the milk? Do you do
Yeah,
that?
in the
Oh,
milk.
yeah.
I
Okay,
like
you're making
that.
me hungry.
All right, we always have some of our standard questions that we
Okay,
ask celebrities.
okay.
So, okay, favorite restaurant here in town, one you're going to go to after the
That go-to place.
I love Alamo Cafe.
Oh,
Just as soon as I walk in, I just love a nice ambiance. So, you know, I love the painted sky and the fountains.
And then what do you get
all
on the
that.
menu? What's the first thing you go?
First thing I get on the menu is probably enchiladas, honestly.
Oh, can't go wrong with
Yeah.
that. Now,
Okay.
corn or flour tortillas?
Definitely flour.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going there.
No,
Good
definitely
choice.
flour.
Good
definitely
choice,
flour.
yes.
What artists inspire you?
George Strait. First artist that inspired me since day one. Like since I came out of the womb, I only listened to George.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I actually got to meet him on my 21st birthday about 5 years ago.
No
he was
way.
in Vegas for his Straight to Vegas tour. And he came out with his new tequila. I had just turned 21, so he was like, "Let's, you know, come
Perfect
hang."
timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. Literally, he's like, "Come to the show. We'll hang out backstage before I go on, and we'll, you know, have a shot together and do that."
Nice
so
guy.
it was a dream come true for me, honestly.
That's a cool story.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, if you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
That is a very good question.
Besides eating Oreos.
Honestly, like, if I wasn't doing music, it would be something else in the entertainment industry. I just love to be creative and to just, you know, make things and make people happy and see things come to life, you know, whether that's a vlog or a movie or, you know, music. So I don't know. Yeah, probably acting or something in sports.
Nice.
And you said you're working on an album
Yes,
right now,
yes.
right?
Yes. For the last 3 years, I've been working on my debut album. And finally, right about now, it's about to come out. So I'm very, very excited about that.
You said you were
I
in
hope
Miami,
you guys check it out.
right? For 10
Yeah, for the last
years?
10 years, I moved from here at 15 to Miami. And now I'm 26, so it's about 10, 11 years. And I've been in Miami the entire time. But like I said, it's great to be back here. Like I feel just whole again, you know, honestly.
That's wonderful. And again, just got out of the Walmart and just check out mine there.
yeah.
And the book drive is going to be over there at KIPP Academy, back to school, and free haircuts, school supplies, 4 to 7. You said a lot of people are going to be there, so make sure you get there early. That's 4343 West Commerce at the KIPP Academy there. Thank you so much for being here. All right, when you were in school, did you have extracurricular activities that you like to do? Favorite thing?
Really just like either PE or like after school sports. Like I said, I loved just being active growing up. So whether it was soccer, baseball, football, basketball, just hanging out with the friends and during recess or whatever. I just love being out there having fun. So
staying active.
What about you? Because you're a big soccer player.
All the way.
Yeah.
The most competitive person I've
Really?
ever seen
Some
there.
tad, yeah.
Sport, and then played football at high school, and then also involved in theater too.
Yes,
so.
Okay.
theater.
That would've been
So,
cool to get
right?
into.
Yes, yes.
I
All
still
right.
remember the lines from the play if you'd like to hear them.
Oh.
Anyway, we want to know.
That's what we want to know today. Yes, which one would you pick? Would it be sports, band, art, or theater? He probably does have them memorized, right? Just let us know. We may share your answers a little later in
On the night
show.
of January the 16th,
Oh my gosh,
never mind.
he's gone.
Okay, for back to school drive to back to school meal planning, he's back into the school year with some simple dinner recipes that won't break the bank.
Today, Aaron Chase, owner of $5 Dinners and mom of 4 boys, is sharing how you can make 2 meals with 1 rotisserie chicken.
A rotisserie chicken is a lifesaver when it comes to dinner during this busy back to school season, and today I'm going to show you how to take this rotisserie chicken and turn it into 2 meals: an oven chicken taco bake, as well as Tuscan pasta with chicken and spinach. Pull the chicken off of the bone, getting that good mix of white meat and dark meat for the meals that we're going to cook. I love these chicken tacos in the oven because nothing's gonna fall out of your taco. Let me show you how that works. Okay, so I just have a mix of shredded cheeses here, and we're gonna put a little bit into the base of each of these taco shells that are nested together in a baking dish. And then we will mix together the chicken and salsa in a bowl. So because we're making 2 recipes with this chicken, I'm gonna take about half of this shredded chicken, run my forks through it just real quickly again, and then mix in some salsa, probably about a half a cup. You don't want it to be too runny. And the rest of this chicken you can just put in your fridge so you have it for tomorrow night when it's time for your pasta night. Let's load this salsa and chicken into each taco shell, and then we'll add more cheese on top. I also love that you get 2 meals from 1 rotisserie chicken. It's just a fantastic and affordable option for dinner. All right, the oven's preheated to 350 and it's ready for these tacos. So let me add more cheese, and then we'll put these into the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes, just long enough to melt the cheese since the meat is already cooked. The oven chicken tacos are ready for their toppings, and the dinner table I'm just gonna add a little shredded lettuce and some pico de gallo, and I imagine my boys will be running downstairs for dinner shortly. Remember that chicken that you have in the refrigerator where you can pull it out, because we're gonna make Tuscan chicken and pasta. Okay, we're going to make a very simple sauce with diced tomatoes and seasonings. We're gonna also stir in frozen spinach and incorporate that so it kind of melts into the tomato sauce. And after all of that's together, then we will add in some half and half heavy cream or whole milk and some grated Parmesan cheese. And last, before we add the pasta in, we need to stir in that rotisserie chicken. So mix that right into the sauce and break up any larger pieces so that they're easier to eat later. Finally, we'll add a little bit of basil and garlic powder. About 5 minutes after putting all this sauce together here, we're gonna mix in the pasta, and this is ready for dinner. I love that I'm getting 2 meals for my 4 boys with 1 rotisserie chicken. This is cost cooking. Cook once, serve twice at its best.
And a big shout out to Aaron Chase. You know she's going to be featured on the Food Network August 23rd as a big bad budget battle series premiere. And you
Say
know
that 3 times
she's
fast.
great at that. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Tongue twister, but she's great.
And she talks about those rotisserie chickens too. I love those. Great value because you get a lot of stuff off them, and they're not overly expensive. So and those 2 great meals out of it.
And they're good. And I've used that chicken taco meal now several times. So thanks to Aaron for that.
And for more information, Aaron Chase $5 Dinners, head over to SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just click on that, snap that little QR code right about there on your screen.
Sorry.
You got to practice doing weather and point to that. So, all right, when SA Live continues, South Texas Distilled Spirits, we share 3 cocktails to chill you out this season.
And did you know some of the best fried chicken in the country is coming from San Antonio? According to Eater, we chat with the local business that's frying it up, and maybe they'll give us some of the recipe, maybe. I don't know, we'll see.